Imagine a project that pays tribute to Australia's heroes of a silent service. Imagine a project that enhances the prosperity of a small coastal township. Imagine developing one of Victoria's premier tourist attractions. Imagine using the latest state-of-the-art technology to turn back the hands of time to breathe life into an experience. Max Bryant did. Max's ambition to bring HMAS submarine Otama to Hastings took 4 years to achieve.
I did have a next-door neighbour that had served on submarines in England and in Australia, and I went in and saw him and said, Biff, I've got this fabulous idea. I'm going to get a submarine for Hastings and I'm going to bring it here on a truck. And he said to me, son, he said, you better sit down, I've got something to tell you. I had no idea what the size of a submarine was. You got no hope of putting it on a truck and bringing it all the way from Western Australia.
Max put together a dedicated team and they made a concept a reality. On the 3rd of October 2001, Otama was officially handed over to the Western Port Oberon Association.
But I'm very proud, on behalf of the Australian Government, to return to you this magnificent submarine. Congratulations to you, Max.
The next phase was the daunting task of getting Otama from Fremantle to Hastings. By maritime law, she had to be towed. Much work was needed to be done, and the Australian Navy provided a great amount of technical and hands-on assistance in preparing Otama for her last seagoing adventure. The salvage tow from Perth to Hastings took 13 days, and during the afternoon of the 29th of April 2002, Otama entered Western Port Bay. At 5 a.m. on the 2nd of May, the tides were right for Otama to be brought to her mooring off Crib Point, the final journey of her 23 years defence service to Australia.
Steering all right, Bob? Good, good. A gentle swing to port, please, Bob. Very gently to starboard, please, Bob.
Very gently to starboard.
Under the chimney again.
Aye, aye.
At Crib Point, she is being prepared for her move to land-based operations, where she will continue to serve Australia as the backbone of the Hastings Cerberus Naval Memorial Park.
Mission accomplished. The salver's clear and she's heading off to Tassie.
The objectives of the Hastings Cerberus Naval Memorial Park are: develop a world-class tourist attraction, create youth employment for the region, acknowledge the Royal Australian Navy's contribution to the Western Port community over the past 80 years. Above all, the centre is a tribute to all Australians that served on the high seas, but in particular to those who served in our silent service. Interestingly, throughout the world, many submarines have been put on land for public display, and all of them create a great amount of interest. In fact, Australia already has 2 such tourist attractions. The success of HMAS Ovens at the Western Australian Maritime Museum is proof of the drawing capability of submarines. A lot of research has been done regarding the different ways these submarines are presented to the public. For example, Ovens is a museum piece and authenticity is a main priority, even if it means difficult access. The challenge our team faced: create something obviously unique and a world first. Unlike any other submarine display, Otama will be alive. Using world-first techniques and technologies, the visitor will be presented with an unparalleled virtual experience of action stations below. The visitors themselves become ghost crew as the submarine does battle with the enemy above. State-of-the-art multimedia displays located in the Interpretation Centre will fascinate and educate the visitor. These displays will focus on many facets of submarine operations and the people, past and present, who serve in them.
And everyone holds their breath waiting for the first explosion. This continued for 7 hours of concentrated attack. We ended up with no lights working apart from battery lamps. We had only one depth gauge working. Water was squirting everywhere, and suddenly green vapour came up through the floorboards, chlorine gas. And the captain said, "This is it, abandon ship."
To start with, they were the ultimate diesel electric boat that after many, many years of experiment that the Royal Navy, the British Navy, perfected. Even their propellers are specially shaped so they can travel at least, I would say, 6 knots without cavitating. And of course, cavitation is the thing that detects a submarine. Every submarine you go on is the best submarine in the world.
The J-class journey. Today, this silent fleet lies outside Port Phillip Heads. Unique experience technologies will take the visitor on an underwater journey through the World War I submarines that were once the pride of our Navy. Hastings, Otama's new home, is only a 43-minute drive from Melbourne, and the Hastings Cerberus Naval Memorial Park will be located adjacent to the Hastings Marina. A fact: the Mornington Peninsula has 7 million tourist visitations annually. Hastings is located in a central position of this tourism hub and has the infrastructure to accommodate the 50,000 to 100,000 patrons expected to visit the Hastings Cerberus Naval Memorial Park. In the past, due to its geographical location, Hastings has been underestimated as a tourist destination. However, change has occurred and many projects and developments are underway to address this problem. Otama has the potential to draw a substantial number of visitors from the existing 7 million peninsula visitations, and this will have a positive effect on the majority of the Hastings community.
I think a number of people said we'll believe it when we see it, and now that it's here, they're absolutely rapt.
Why do you think it's great? Because it'll bring tourism, make a few jobs.
I think it'd be wonderful, really, because, you know, to give a bit of a focus on Hastings. Doesn't get much of a focus tourist-wise.
It seems like a good idea, and we have actually been down to see the submarine. It's educational as well as, you know, exciting too. I mean, I'd like to go and see it, but for sure, I'll be there.
The final stage of this most interesting and worthy project is inviting the corporate world to join us. Numerous sponsorship opportunities are available and can be further tailored to maximise the benefits and exposure your company can receive. Imagine being part of a project that will play a significant role assisting youth employment in Hastings. Imagine the benefits to your company by being associated with such a high-profile project. Imagine the benefits of having your company exposed to 50,000 to 100,000 visitors to the Hastings Cerberus Naval Memorial Park.